Hello everyone, time for a legacy video, and it's been a while since I've gone back to Jeskai Control, and since I am a massive Final Fantasy fan, and I also think there are some upgrades in this set, I wanted to go back to Jeskai because I've recently shifted towards Jeskai Wizards, which I think is the best control deck right now in Legacy. And I'm going to try some stuff out from Final Fantasy. 2 cards that I think are going to be very good. 1 card just because I should say 4 cards, so 2 cards I think are going to be very good. And 2, I just want to try them out to see if they might work. So Jeskai Wizards, of course, relies on wizards. And then I've seen this card here specifically, Astrologian's Planisphere, which has job select and equip creatures wizard in addition to its types, and whenever you cast a non-creature spell, and whenever you draw your 3rd card, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. So basically a good win condition in this deck. I'm not sure if we really wanted to have more win conditions, but it's another way to get wizards into the battlefield, so I like that. I just wanted to see how good it is. It's also blue, so it does pitch to force. Maybe it's better than the stuff that I cut. Like, I've cut 1 back to basics, 1 dress down, and then I've also cut both Teferis for Vivi Ornitier, or Ornitier, whatever you want to call this. I actually never heard these names out loud, because Final Fantasy IX does not have voices. But anyway, I wanted to play Vivi because I freaking love the character, and I think it might be the perfect home in Jeskai, because look at this. For 0, you may add X mana in any combination of blue and or red, where this is its power. And whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you may put a +1/+1 counter on this and deal 1 damage to each opponent. So pretty nuts. Not only does this get huge very, very quickly, but it also provides you with mana. And I think the providing you with mana may be very, very relevant in this deck. And it's also a wizard. So I think Vivi might just be broken in Jeskai. I'm not sure. We will see. Main issue is, of course, that we are still playing in a very, very combo-heavy meta. So I do expect on June 30 to get some bans, so this list is based on a more slow format, and I think both Vivi and the Planisphere might be very good in this shell. Now, in general, I believe the Planisphere is going to be better, though. Main reason is that it's an artifact, so this can actually be found with Thundertrap Trainer, where Vivi cannot be found with the trainer because it's a creature. That's the only downside, but it does quill very quickly, and also the fact that it just ramps up your mana is insane, and both of these things just require you to play the game, because casting non-creature spells is what Jeskai wants to do anyway. So I like this. As I said, I've cut 2 Teferis from this list, and I've cut 1 dress down and 1 back to basics. That's fine. Sideboard didn't change a whole lot. It's still a relatively stock sideboard. Stuff against combo in the form of Meddling Mages, Pyroblast, Hydroblast, another back to basics in here, Force Negations, Consigned to Memories, and 1 Damping Matrix. I like all of this because they can be found with the Thunder Traps, so let's just dive in. Okay, I'm on the draw, let's dive in. This hand's pretty good. It does miss 1 land in here, but I'm on the draw, so I have 2 draws to find either a land or a cantrip. That should be fine, right? I'm gonna keep. Looks like we are playing against a Shadows of the Void deck, so I will need this Prismatic Ending. It's not that big of a deal, we just need to draw land in here, and we're fine. But that's going to be... now I need to naturally draw land. Again, it's like 20 cards in my deck or something like that, so we should be okay. But not if we're playing against the initiative, which indeed we are. So I'm going to go 1 draw step. If I do find the land... we may just be able to ending the Chalice and then just get rid of the Seasoned Dungeoneer. I actually ran 1 league with this list already, and I just crushed the initiative deck, mainly because this list plays a lot of creatures, which is very, very important. You have the Thunder Traps, you also have the VVs and the Planisphere. So this list is pretty good against the initiative specifically. Okay, so that's nice. Next turn, hopefully draw land so I can Swords and Thundertrap, and if I just steal the initiative here, we probably just win. Take some damage, gonna be dead really soon. Flame of Anor is also so good against this deck because you can just remove the creature and get rid of Chalice if they have it. Spellbind, sure. They will probably take Swords, which is unfortunate, but I just want to draw land here, so I can still cast the Swords. Won't be able to follow it up with the creature, unfortunately, but so be it. Wow, they actually took Tomio. I don't know why they would do that. That doesn't seem right, if you ask me. Okay, failed to draw land, so we could be in trouble. Let's see what's up. Gonna lose a bunch of life here. They slam in. Ouch. What do they have left? Chalice. Okay, so that's fine. I need to draw a land, and I have the option to play Thunder Trap. Well, technically it's a land. Ridiculous Archive, that's the one I want. I should have got rid of it, because they will attack, and I'm going to go down to 1. That's my bad. But I'm going to play Trainer then, and I can just get rid of it. Brainstorm, sure. So next turn, I need to be able to cast Flame of Anor. So sure, I did get a land, but it needed to be... I needed to be able to cast Flame of Anor here. I'm going to go down to 1, so I will not be able to fetch. That's unfortunate. So otherwise I could just kill this Spellbinder and kill Chalice, and maybe even slam in with Trainer. That would be really good. Archon, okay, sure. So I'm going to hard cast here. Nothing, I'm going to concede. So against Initiative, back to basics, really good, and Consign to Memory, that's probably all I want. Anything else to look at? Probably Spell Pierce, don't really like that. I guess I could cut... Vivi is not good in this matchup, it's too slow, so I'm going to cut it. Submit. Yeah, this seems pretty good, I'm going to keep. I'll start off with a Tundra. If they Wasteland the Tundra, that's fine. Name an Archon with the Cavern of Souls, that's a-okay. I'm going to play the Prismatic Feaster here. So I can fetch up a mountain if I want. I guess they play the Archon. That's nice. I'm going to fetch up a mountain here. And let it resolve. Archon is really not that big of a deal. Consign to Memory, not bad. I'm going to play the island and pass. What I really want to do is I want to play a wizard and then cash in this Flame of Anor. That would be excellent. Human. Okay, so we are going to Swords the Archon. And then I will stifle the Seasoned Engineer trigger. And we're all good. I'm just going to replicate, because why not? If I can do that, why wouldn't I? There we go, so now they just got a creature that I can get rid of. I will play this Planisphere, but because that's a wizard. So really hope that I don't have to pitch this Flame of Anor to Force of Will. But they have Cavern on Human and Archon, so it's unlikely that I'm able to. They do reveal Solitude, that's a good one for them. And they have a Seasoned Engineer. Okay, I'm going to let that one resolve. So what I want to do is I want to Flame of Anor, kill the Seasoned Engineer, draw 2, hopefully draw another removal spell to remove the other one. And if we do that, I think we win. Let's see if they have more removal spells here. Okay, excellent. So I'm going to do that. Draw, remove. Put a counter on the hero token. Then in response, Solitude. Sucks, but I needed to do this. I could have kept it for the blue card here, but I really don't want to do that. I'm still going to draw 2, so it's okay. And we draw another Planisphere, that's nice. Let's get rid of this. They will scry. Their next ability is pretty useless, right? Goad and treasure token, sure. That's a human. Okay, nothing I can do about it. Let's just pass. They take the Force of Will. Was not what I was expecting. Okay, now it does make sense. If they have another one, sure, I get it. And they take the Flame. Okay. We draw another one. So we definitely need to focus on trying to get back the initiative. So I'm going to play this Planisphere. Nothing I can do apart from that. They will make a treasure token, sure. Attack with everything. Okay, that's aggressive. So they must have something else. They have some kind of blocker or removal. Another one. Wow. Pretty good hand by my opponent. Double Engineer. Triple Spellbinder. Okay. What do we want here? And another... Okay, so triple Solitude, triple Spellbinder, double Dungeon Engineer. Seasoned Engineer, sorry. Well, sometimes they just have it all. Right, round 2. Let's see if we have a bit more of a game here. My hand's pretty good if I'm playing against a fair deck. Playing against the combo deck, we could be in trouble. I do hope for some bans at the end of June. I think, well, at least on Magic Online, currently the format's way too combo-oriented. So it's my hope that they will finally ban Entomb. But that's not what this video is about. I want to draw. Let's see how he can perform. This hand's pretty good. All wizards, Brainstorms, 2. Gonna turn 1 Tamiyo, hope to bait out a removal spell, and then followed up with a Tamiyo and a potential Brainstorm. As this workshop into Candelabra. Okay, that's scary. Need to find back the basics. Flame of Anor is not bad. I think I'm just gonna get Tundra now. Because if I do find back the basics, I'm just gonna slam it down regardless of what I find. And I only have 1. So chances of me finding it are relatively low. So I just want to max out on my mana. Ancient Tomb, scary. Okay, there we have the Glaring Freshraker. So this would have been a different game if I was on a play, because then I would have been able to flame. Boom, boom. That's not really nice. So I will just Brainstorm, flip this to Mio. Need to find the swords. Wouldn't be too unhappy with Prismatic Ending, so I can get rid of the Candelabra. It's something, but not liking my odds. Again, if I was on the play, different story, but right now, yikes. Okay, let's Brainstorm into removal. I did find Prismatic Ending. It's something. Definitely getting rid of Sanctuary, and then get rid of this Vista. Flip this. Plus it. And let's fetch up Tundra and end the Candelabra. I no longer have a wizard now. I do realize that, but it's irrelevant. I just need to get rid of this Fleshraker now. So I'm going to Flame of Anor and just kill it. There we have the Khan. I think the game is over. Well, it's not true. I still have Flame. Depending on what they do with the Khan. They will attack the Tamiyo, sure. Alright, let's see what they fetch up. Liquid metal coating, that does make sense. So should I, in response to them... oh, okay, never mind. So they actually were afraid of Tamiyo. I was okay with that, because now I have access to Flame. Let's think. Drawing Force Will is really nice here. So I can either play Flame now, or I could just play Trainer plus Tamiyo. I think that's better, because I want to see what I can find. If I find swords here to get rid of Fleshraker, that would be really good. I'm seeing a lot of cards. I've almost gone through 25% of my deck, so statistically swords should be in these top 4. Something to take into account. There we go. And let's get rid of that. Okay, so that worked. Not unhappy here, the way these things turned out. Defense grid. That does suck. I mean, the forcing here is not going to change anything. I'm just going to yield. They just drew it too. They didn't even need to find it with Khan. That sucks. So now they are able to kill my Volcanic. Let's see what they find with Khan. They have 1 ring. Okay. Looking pretty grim. Brainstorm. Yeah, I have to play it right. Let's just cast it. That is not a good Brainstorm. Definitely getting rid of 1 force. And I guess the Planisphere. I'm gonna shuffle these away with the Ponder. Hope to find a land. If not, the game is probably over, even though it's probably already over, but I can still try, at least. Well, it's a land, but I need a mountain, so I'm going to shuffle. Yikes. Yeah, this game is over. I'm going to concede. Sideboarding, relatively easy. You just play out back the basics, consign to memories, and force a negation. They are all very, very good. Vivi, another one of those matchups where I don't think he is worth it. You want Vivi in fair matchups. This is not a fair matchup. What else is there? Don't really love Prismatic Endings. They are fine, nothing more. And I'm also going to trim down on swords. I like this. Trimming down on these things because they're not excellent, but they're not bad, right? So I think this is fine. You could play Meddling Mages to name Khan, but I don't really like that. Well, I do have turn 2 flip to Mio, so I'm going to keep. Really want to have back the basics, or consign to memory, preferably, or some kind of force effect, but having a flip turn 2 Tamio with Brainstorm in hand is just too good. Yeah, we'll see where we end up. Our opponent mulliganing to Oblivion does help. Plan a Nexus, sure. Thunder Trap. So let's slam in first, then Brainstorm, see what's up. Hope to draw some good cards and shuffle away some of these bad lands. Let's Brainstorm, see what's up. Yeah, that's not bad. So definitely getting rid of Sanctuary. I do want to have the rest of these lands, so I think I'm gonna get rid of... really want to have the ability to next turn Consign, and at turn 3 be able to Snapcast into Consign, so I'm gonna get rid of one Flame of Anor. Thunder Trap will find me what I need, which is probably back to basics if I can choose. I do want to shuffle, so I'm gonna play Flattered Strand. If I can, I would love to find planes here for when I do find my back to basics, but I may have to just get Tundra to Consign. But I've said it before, if you just... It doesn't matter how many lands you tap down of yourself, as long as you are able to slam down back to basics, you win the game. So feel free to just get much more duels than you would feel comfortable doing, because it maybe even allows your opponent to play into a back to basics. Being able to consign this feels really good, especially after they just turn 2 as his tower. So Tundra. I may just even get back this consign to memory with Tamio, if I'm being honest. Then again, I probably just want to keep on plussing Tamio the entire time. Okay, Volk plus. This also means that I have a Wizard for turn 4. As a Saga, sure, that's going to be too late. Another Khan, so let's snap here. Target to the Consign, cast it, and yield for the turn. Plus Tamio, Brainstorm. As much as I really do want to Brainstorm, I just don't think I have the luxury of doing that, because then if I don't have Flame... then again, do I really need to have Flame of Anor? There's nothing currently that's bothersome. I probably just want to find a Force Will, really, so I'm probably gonna just Thunder Trap? Or maybe Brainstorm first, shuffle away some bad cards. Yeah, no, I think I want to dig as deep as I can. Let's Thunder Trainer. I just need to find one counter magic spell, and I think we win. Yikes. Didn't find one. I can take the Spell Pierce, but I'm not very happy with the Spell Pierce. I think I'm going to Brainstorm here. We also failed to find the... Yeah, I'm going to Brainstorm. Yikes. Pretty bad, pretty bad. Okay, nothing we can do about it. Don't think I want Planisphere. We also have Meticulous Archive, so I can't even Spell Pierce. This kind of sucks. Okay, I'm going to put them like this. I think Planisphere is the worst one, so I'm going to get rid of that. Now, we are able to plus Tamio next turn, but no Force here in all the cards that we saw is unfortunate. But we'll see what their follow-up is, because they have double card in the opening hand, so it's possible they don't have a lot of other stuff left. I'm not going to attack with anything here, because I just don't want any weird shenanigans to happen. Defense grid, yeah, I mean, sure. Let's do a third turn now. Maybe they have card number 3. Kozilek's Command. Okay. Could have been worse. And they just, yeah, okay, nice. So we are going to be ultimate and they lose, because we will find back the basics and we will tap, well, we'll get rid of everything. So nice, sideboarding. I think we saw the game plan here last game very well, so any changes, I doubt it. I could play Damping Matrix, but it's really not that great. I think I'm just going to leave it as it is. I guess on a draw, maybe I can swap 1/4 Illingus for Meddling Mage, though. Or another Swords. Nah, I'm going to leave it as it is. Submit. Maybe I should have gotten rid of the Astrologians. Probably not great in this matchup specifically. You want to take out all the slow stuff, really. Except 4th, because that's just a very good win condition. This hand's really good. It has a force effect, it has the combination of Brainstorm and Tomio, and Back to Basics, which is the best card against them. Manifold Key. I can't counter that one, unfortunately. Really want to, but I don't think I can afford to. I'd feel awful if they then just slam down Khan next turn. Grim Monolith. Yeah, I'm gonna let that one resolve. We have Flame, so we can kill artifacts. I want to counter the payoff. I'm sorry, depending on what they play, though, this could come back to haunt me. So, I think... So, losing to Mio is not that troublesome. And they only scribe one. So I think I'm just going to say fine. This feels like bait to me. They leave it on top, sure. See, I knew it. I knew this was bait. What do we pitch? Trainer or Flame? I think I need to pitch Flame, because my turn 3 will probably be Back to Basics if I can play it. Okay, let's see. If we whiff a land here, it's just game over. I'm going to get rid of these. I'm going to get rid of a trainer and a swords. And I'm just going to get an island so I can ponder. Okay, that's pretty good. So I'm going to force whatever they do. Draw the land. And play Back to Basics. And I follow it up with a Consign to Memory. Need to get rid of this Manifold Key. But they do need mana to make that work. So I'm not unhappy here. Please tap out with everything. One ring. Now this is weird, but am I gonna let this one resolve? I really can't. I really want to let this one resolve because it draws them so many cards, but if they can't cast anything, it's fine. But since they have Manifold Key, I don't know if I can. This is a difficult decision. Because if I let this resolve, they probably don't do anything else this turn. And they are going to draw so many cards. And I have Force, and I also have Consign to Memory, so this could be my win condition. But they do draw so many cards. Yeah, I can't risk it. I need to Force. Okay, so definitely doing this. Now, they can still make mana with the Manifold Key. That's something to be aware of. But at least it's a lot less. And if I do untap, then we're cooking, because I know what's coming. As a Saga, that's okay. Okay, that's nice. Do I play Thunder Trap straight away? I think I do. Looking for... I don't know what I'm looking for. Ponder, I guess. I really want to take Flame, but... don't think I can. Unreliable at this point. Can they search of an artifact? I think I say yes. Mox Opal is okay. Workshop, sure. Okay, nothing else, that's fine. Flame, I'm gonna ponder. Really want to find Volcanic. Okay, we do have Prismatic Vista too. Really good hand here. So, if I take Volcanic Island, that means I have the option to go for Flame if I want to, so I can probably kill a Saga token and an artifact. I could also Flame right now because I have a Wizard, and then I can kill the Manifold Key, which is really important. But I really want to have mana up for Consign to Memory, so I could also Meticulous Archive now. But if I do that, I'm not able to play the Flame of Anor, which I think is more impactful. So I think I'm going to take the Volcanic Island and just chill now. Because this, if I cast Flame, I will tap down my own Volcanic Island forever. But I want to get in a good 2-for-1. Hopefully they Manifold Key now. We'll see what they do. I'm able to draw 2 cards. Hopefully I just find another land so I can then use a Prismatic Ending on Key or Mox Opal. Okay, so they decide to go for it now. So I think what I want to do is draw and kill the Monolith. Or I could just say fine. And just Consign to Memory whatever they do. Don't hate that. I think I'm going to do that. Make a Construct, sure. So they search, that's now okay. Probably get another Mox, I guess. Another key, sure. Okay, so untap the Monolith. Fleshraker. I think that's fine, because I can kill the Fleshraker and also destroy the Construct. They have one card in hand, so I just want to fight. I just want to fight over whatever they have left in their hand, probably, which is a Monolith. This is fine. Now it is an artifact. Let's think here. So they have nothing left. So I think I'm just gonna fire off this Flame of Anor now. Then get the draw, but I'm not unhappy. So I think I just do this now. I could also kill the Monolith, shut them down off of mana, but it's so risky because they will just make infinite mana with the Glaring Fleshraker. I think this is the best thing to do. Since I have Consign to Memory left, they are in top deck mode and they top deck so poorly, especially with me still having Consign to Memory. I think this is just better. Now the question is, do I want to have that Prismatic Ending on top? Because Back to Basic does tap down my own archive, so I think the answer is no. So I'm going to get rid of it. Okay, so put it into the graveyard. I will slam in with Trainer. I have so many good top decks now, and my opponent has so many bad ones. I like currently where I'm at. I should be very favored in a top deck war, but I mean, it's still Magic, so variance is now is now going to be the tiebreaker. Looks like they drew a good one. Khan, yeah, that's a very good one. I'm going to counter it. Probably the best card they could have drawn. What's my best card here? I don't really know. It's a good draw, but can't cast it. So just slam in here and pass. I'm going to yield through the turn because whatever. Basic land. Okay, Tundra. Again, pretty poor draw. Slam in. Looks like they had a bad draw now. Counter it, please. Chimio's not bad. Let's just play it. But I do want to cash in this Flame of Anor. That would be really good. What would I target, though? Probably just draw and destroy a Monolith? Maybe Key. Fleshraker. Okay, I can kill that with Flame, so it's not terrible. Looks like they have a follow-up. Another Key. Yeah, they just want to kill me with some artifact stuff. That's fine. We drew an island, that's quite bad. But at least I can draw some more cards now with this Chimio. I will just draw a card immediately. Feels like I'm very close to taking over the game. Okay, so let's draw. Swords. I'm just gonna Swords this Glaring Fleshraker straight away. Sure, I tap down my Tundra, but I have to, I think. Let's do for the turn. See what they get as this tower, that's fine. It's worthless. Flooded Strand. Yeah, not great. Although I can get Meticulous Archive. Sorry, I can get Mystic Sanctuary and draw. What do I want here? I think I'm going to draw Consign to Memory. Seems pretty good. I could also Brainstorm and flip to Mio. Maybe that's better. Yeah, that's better. Is it though? I guess it is. It's not that easy. I don't think I have another volcanic, or maybe I did. Maybe I added another one. I think this list plays. I should probably add another volcanic island in here if I didn't do that already. Let's check what my lands provide me with. Otherwise, maybe playing Flame is better. But then what do I get? I do draw. I can kill Grim Monolith, I guess. Yeah, didn't play another one. Okay, Mystic Sanctuary. Yeah, I'm gonna get Brainstorm. They have one top deck to kill me. Assuming I don't find a counter magic card with this Brainstorm. I've only found one Force Wheel, so again, statistically, chances of me having another Brainstorm or finding a Force Wheel with this Brainstorm are relatively high. Let's crack the clue. Brainstorm. There we go. That's pretty good. Kind of want to keep everything here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put them like this. So I think we should have the game locked now, because whatever they do next turn I can force. Then I can Tamio minus, bring back Consign, should me another turn, and then I will draw into the Flame of Anor, which should me buy me more cards and get rid of artifacts, plus into Tamio. I think maybe 1 or 2 turns can be scary, but we should be fine here. And that's all assuming I have to counter whatever they play next, because they, again, they have a lot of bad top decks. They already have seen double Khan, double Raker, 1 Ring, and double Saga, so yeah, they just concede. Nice, nice. Pretty cool game, this one. Let's go to the next round. On the play this time. Nice. Yes, please. I would like to start. This hand's pretty good. I'm going to keep. What do we do here? I'm going to start with Archive, and I hope they wasteland it. Seems fine. I like baiting out Wasteland turn 1, especially when you have Archive, because you do get a benefit from the trigger. Let's see what's on top, shall we? Tamio, yes please. Put it on top. So many wizards. Currently, you know, not much to be said about the Planisphere and Vivi. As I expected them, they would be good in the fair matchups, and this is oops again, so... as I said, the meta right now is not very friendly to these kind of decks. And they do have Thoughtseize. Do I want to fight over this? I think I'm just going to say fine, and they will take Force, and I will Thunder Trap. And find another Force Wall. Good game. I'm not going to spend too much time on this matchup. I will concede relatively quickly, because playing against Oops is pretty boring. So I can't rely on Tamio. It's too slow, so I'm just going to go with Thunder Trap, and I need to find Force Will. Back the basics are not bad. I'm going to keep it, but I'm probably dead next turn. Play land, play Chromox, play Petal Shore, play the creature. Yep. So sideboarding relatively easy. You play Surgical, you play Force, you play your Consign to Memories. You also play your Meddling Mages. You have so many bad cards to take out. Vivi is not going to be good. Astrologians is too slow. Fourth Illingers is going to be awful. So I'm not facing the matchups where I was hoping that these cards would show up. I mean, I'm probably just going to play whatever I can. So maybe I should just bring in these Ghost Vacuums, but I just hate them. They are so bad, so slow. Back to Basics is also so slow. Prismatic Ending is awful though. I can cut those very easily. I guess I play Back to Basics because the pitch is to Force. But all the rest is also very slow. So I can fairly easily trim some more Flames. I can trim down some number of Swords. I don't want to cut all of these since they have the juke of being able to play creatures. I'm just going to play 1 more Swords, cut some Flames. This seems fine. Yeah, this seems fine. Let's submit. Opening hand is going to be very decisive. I'm going to keep here since I have Spell Pierce. Burn Mulligans to 5. I feel sorry for them, but then I remember they're playing Oops, so I really don't care. Let's see the Thoughtseize, shall we? Spell Pierce. That. Do I want to Brainstorm straight away? Probably not, so I'm just going to say pass. No follow-up, it seems, so I will end of turn Brainstorm. It's not bad. I really want to be able to play Back to Basics. But I also want to be able to find... This is going to be a gamble. I really want to Back to Basics here. I really do. It could be good enough. Maybe I should just do that. They didn't do anything here, so... Okay, so what do we get rid of? Probably 1 Plains and 1 Thunder Trap. Let's fetch. Force. Another Back to Basics. Okay. That's pretty funny. Yeah, I think the best thing to do here is just play Back to Basics, because I could also Thunder Trap, but then if I don't have a Force Wall or anything else, then what do? I could also just do nothing, and then keep Snapcaster open for Spell Pierce, but they can play around Spell Pierce, so this is just... I think this is the best thing to do. Just hope that they don't have Dark Ritual into the win condition, stuff like that. Back to Basics is good against the deck, as funny as it is. Don't get me wrong, it's not excellent. They can play around it, so... Thoughtseize, sure. Don't really care what they take here. They take another Back to Basics. That's interesting. So I guess I'm just dead. Yep. Okay, so that happens. Let's see if we finally get to play some real Magic. Ooh, I really want to keep here. I have force. I'm gonna keep, but I mean, it's not like I'm playing for a trophy. If I was like 3-0, I'd probably mulligan here. This is a bit of a risky keep, I'm not gonna lie. Any wasteland here kills me, but this is a really, really good hand. Yeah, I mean, I think I have to keep. My opponent is pausing, so they force and I force back. That could be really good. If they do force, I will have to pitch Vivi, which sucks, but so be it. Currently, this Planisphere and Ornichier have not done a whole lot, really. But again, we've been playing against mostly combo decks, so not much to be said about that. I've already said that I want Entomb to get banned on June 30, but I also want some to get rid of Oops. Even though I think it's less likely that they do that. My guess is that they will just look at Reanimator and leave Oops currently. They force. Okay, so I'm forcing back. Yep, that works. They pitched Brainstorm. They do have a Wasteland. Well, that's what we signed up for. Let's just start slamming in. I will start yielding through these turns. If they're in Tomio, I'm going to draw land now and kill Tomio. Told you. So one more land and we're good. Ponder, sure. They draw. I guess they have drawn the Delta. Land, please. It's not a land, but at least it's a removal spell. Looks like we are playing against... Actually not sure. My guess would have been blue-black aggro, but that tropical island is interesting. Maybe it's just blue-black aggro with tropical islands, like some random splash in there. I don't know. They put Brainstorm into the graveyard. I guess they have another one. Brainstorm is usually not a card you get rid of. Life from the Loam. Okay. So I guess it's just beans. Thoughtseize. My hand's pretty bad, so you can take whatever you want. I guess that's not true. Hand's pretty good, but I can't cast any of it, so take a pick. They take the Planisphere. That's interesting. So I guess that means Planisphere is good. Still not drawing a land. Okay, passing through turn. Grist, sure. Ending. I'm just gonna get rid of this insect token. Because what else am I gonna do? I don't think it's beans. It's some kind of random Sultai mid-range deck. Which is a deck you get to play some Magic against, but it's also still that they actually had a Tournament Wasteland, because they usually play 2 or 3. And look at all these clues piling up. One land and we're good. Leovold, sure. There we finally have the land. I guess I just swords the Leovold? I think I have to. Sure, man, draw your card. Okay, that works. Nice. Let's ponder. I need lands, so I'm going to shuffle these away. Not a flame. Okay, let's just slam in again. They slam in, and they're probably going to destroy Tomio. Yes, indeed. I have another Tomio in hand, so it's okay. We know about that wasteland. They picked it up with Life from the Loam. Halfling, sure. I'm going to draw here. Let's see if they have Bowmasters. Can't play around it. I just need to draw cards. And missing a land again. Okay, so they will make an insect, slam in. There we have a land. What do I want to do? Thunder Trap, I guess. I could play Tomio. Maybe Tomio is just better. I could play Tomio and Thunder Trap. I like that. Let's do that. Days, sure. It's crazy that they've seen 11 cards more and I'm still not feeling a lot of pressure. Grist. I guess they killed Tomio. Luckily I have another one. Do I want to swords the halfling? As long as I don't have counter magic, I don't think I do. Just gonna start drawing some cards. Okay, force, that's pretty good. Yeah, I'm just gonna start drawing cards. Hopefully find a land, finally. Do I want to draw another card? I want to get a mountain, so I think I'm just gonna chill for now and draw a card at their end step. Ponder. Should I swords halfling? Didn't think so. It's been quite some time since I've played against a mid-range deck. I can dig it. Delta, sure. Okay, so let's get our mountain. Next time I can play Tamio and have the Flame of Anor up. That's really good. Crack the clue, draw. Bowmasters, I guess. That's fine. I'm gonna let it resolve. I'm not even gonna fight over this. It's just one card, so that's okay. Thunder Trap, that's nice. I'm gonna play Thunder Trap. And the swords. Not bad. Yeah, I'm gonna play Thunder Trap. Let's see what we get. Another fourth would be good. Wow! Whiff! Oh, wow! Yikes! Well, at least we're not gonna draw all these lands, but I kind of want lands. Yikes! 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 I think I'm gonna play the Tamio. Put some pressure on. Or maybe not. I want them to use Grist on Thunder Trap because it's irrelevant. I also want to play around potential daisies. End of turn, probably kill Bowmasters. They do find Uro. I guess I have to swords that. I have 2 swords, so it's okay. Okay, I'm going to try and kill the insect. This means that they have another Bowmasters. That's my guess. Otherwise, this attack does not make any sense. Do I want to fight over this, though? Maybe I do. Okay, that's an option too. But that's less of an issue, right? I'm gonna let that one go. Now they will cast Uro. In response, I'm gonna kill Bowmasters. There we have the Uro, so let's kill Bowmasters. That can resolve. I wouldn't even counter this, even if if they didn't use the Delighted Halfling. Tundra. Let's start by swordsing the Uro. Played it Tundra. Played it Tamio. Destroy. Let's add blue. Gonna draw here. I could also flame, but I want to have access to force. Okay, so I can flip it. Do I want to? I don't think so. This may make it seem awkward for my opponents, since I could potentially brainstorm in response to them using the Grist ability, and that's what I want them to think. They will just take the risk. As they should, I think. Yep, sure. The game is still way too close if you compare the amount of cards I've drawn and my opponent has seen. Spell Pierce, that's not great. Let's ponder. I think I want to find a third. Fourth, it's not bad. I think I just want to kill Grist, right? I don't think I want to have the Monarchy in this game. Let's take the Brainstorm. I don't want a fourth right now, so I'm just going to chill. I'm going to pass. I think I'm going to have to flame the Orc army. No wizard here, so see if they have days. So I'm just going to kill the Orc. That works, nice. I think I'm just going to send 2 tokens to Grist. The Ovold. I guess we counter that. Looks like they're going to fight back. I think that means it's game over. Because Brainstorm is no longer an option. I could fourth and do nothing. I guess that works. Just play some blockers. Yeah, I guess that's the best thing to do. Means they can't kill me. My opponent needs to be very careful with time because they are, well, only 14 minutes left. So if we do go to game 3, if I win the next one, they could be in trouble. Okay, they kill 1, sure. So I block Leo. Hope to draw removal. Unless they have removal here. Looks like they do. Another Grist. Yeah, so they will probably just use Halfling, kill the human. And boom, dead. Okay, let's go to next game. Sideboarding. Pyroblast, really good. Back to basics, really good. And that's it. So this is a matchup where I do think that these Vivis are going to be good, and the Planispheres as well. Don't think I want to have as many removal effects. I do want to keep in these two endings for the Planeswalker. Don't think Spell Pierce is going to be great. I'm going to trim some cards. So Spell Pierce, I think Pyroblast is going to be better. I keep my removal spells. Gonna trim down 2 swords. Maybe 1. 1's probably better. They do have Bowmasters, so I think I'm gonna cut down on 1 force. They will trim down removal spells probably. So 1 thing left. I guess 1 flame is fine. Maybe 1 ending. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, last game was a fun one. This seems fine. I'm gonna keep. Would be nice to be able to play Vivi at least once, so we'll see what they do. I'm gonna start with Flooded Strand, I guess. Misty. Timio. I want to play around days, so I'm just gonna say fine. And fetch up Volcanic Island with this Flooded Strand. Destroy this. And Ponder as a follow-up. If they force, I will Brainstorm. Dig for my own Force Will. Okay, they don't. Let's Ponder. Okay, I will keep that Force Will and draw a land next turn. They could wasteland away this Volcanic Island. This deck definitely needs a second Volcanic. Probably one of the first things that I will add after this league. Now I will fetch up a Plains and get Thunder Trap in here. If they daze this, that's fine. What do we want? I think swords. Since I don't have a source of red mana, because I prefer to have Pyroblast, but I don't think I can do that here. Next turn, Brainstorm. If they Bowmaster in response, just swords it away. Double green, Life from the Loam Shore. Don't really care about that. Timio, that's nice. I'm gonna Brainstorm first. I want to be able to play Timio and Brainstorm. Let's get rid of this feat. Oh, I can pitch the force. Let's put double. Maybe not. Am I gonna cast? I guess I could cast Timio, but then what if they? Nah. Yeah, let's just put them like this, I guess. Or maybe next turn I can. If I have to pitch something, I want to pitch Vivi, and I'm not gonna cast any of these anytime soon. So this is better. No, I did use my Brainstorm already, so I guess I'm just gonna play this Timio. I can protect it with Force. Thoughtseize. Yeah, sure. They take a swords. Wow. Unexpected, to say the least. Especially since I just have another one. Okay, so... Do I want to Snapcast now? I don't think so. Bowmasters? Yeah, and I'm gonna swords that. So I really don't care if they kill this Thunder Trap. I can also Snapcaster the swords. Okay, so they knew about all of this, so I guess this was their plan all along. Maybe just, I don't know, we'll see. I'm gonna draw straight away. I mean, they must have something, right? They knew about all of this, so keep in mind I have a Wasteland in hand. We know about that with the Life from the Loam. The Uro, sure, I guess they just want to cast it next turn, but I have Snap into Swords to cleanly after that Uro. Okay, Snap, so I'm gonna Trainer. Maybe I should have drawn a card with Timio, but I guess it's okay. Force was not bad. Brainstorm. There's already a Brainstorm in there, so I'm gonna take the Force. I can brainstorm with the second snap if I want to. Let's just start getting some clues. Do I want to force Uro? Don't think so, really. They destroy a clue. I mean, yeah, sure, I guess. Why would I fight over that? That's okay. They return polluted delta. We know about a wasteland in hand, so losing the clue is a bit of a nuisance, but nothing more. Grist. I guess that's fine. Let's think here. So they get one creature. I can still slam it with Tomio. I guess I just snap into Brainstorm and flip. Or I could just Swords. Yeah, I'm gonna say fine. And my guess is that they next turn want to kill Tomio. In response, I just snap into Brainstorm. Back to basics. Wow, that's just... that just changes... Sorry about that. That just changes everything. Boom! Yeah, and now we've won the game. It's really that easy. Yikes, that's a good draw. I'm not gonna lie about that. That's a good draw. And I think this is a situation where my opponent just needs to concede, because they will not come back from this, and they are now losing a lot of time on the clock. And they have 9 minutes left. They should just concede. I mean, I get why they don't. Don't get me wrong, but I think they should. Okay. This is a good play by my opponents. I dig it. So I'm just gonna let it happen because I know that I have Snap. So my guess is that they now use Grist to kill Tomio? Nope, not yet. Okay. And now I will snap Swords the insect. This is so funny. I did not expect the game to go this way. And now they concede. Yeah, as they should. They have 8 minutes left. So, okay, that makes sense. Any changes I would make? I don't think so. I think I was happy with this list. Maybe on the draw I need another Swords, or I need more removal spells or forces. Probably the Grist. I think I'm going to trim down one Vivi and play one more Force of Will. This hand's okay. I'm going to keep. Not excellent, but not bad. Any hand that has Tomio into Brainstorm is always not bad. Okay, so what I want to do is I want them to play into all the stuff that they can do, use all their spells, or use as much as they possibly could, and then I can resolve back to basics. So I will just slam down this Tomio and Brainstorm and stuff like that. I wouldn't have done that otherwise, but drawing back to basics, we saw how good it is in this matchup, so I'm just going to go all in on that back to basics. Make him have an answer for Tomio. If they do have it, sure. Looks like they have Grist. Yep. Now I'm curious to see if they will use it straight away, which would be perfect for us. No, they do not. Which does make sense. Okay, Prismatic Feaster. I will slam in. The Overhold, I guess. I'm gonna Brainstorm in response. No removal, that's unfortunate. A lot of good cards here, though. Definitely going to play back the basics next turn. They will probably kill Tomio, which sucks. Nothing I can do about it and slam in. Then I can play Vivi. Or probably play the Planisphere. They can't kill that. I kind of want to keep all of these. Do I actually need Ponder? I think I'm going to get rid of Ponder. No, because it goes well with the Planisphere. Don't want to fetch, but I have to play back the basics next turn. So I'm getting rid of one card. I guess fourth is the worst one. It does give me any Monarchy, but I can't draw a card because they have Leovold. Don't have a way to get rid of it soon. But Leovold does kill Grist. I mean, fourth does kill Grist. I mean, it's crazy, but I think I'm just going to get rid of this Ponder, since they have Leovold. I will not be able to realistically cast it. I'm assuming that they have Force or Daze for my back to basics. Okay, Plains plus this, get a Mountain. Back to basics. Force, pitch Vivi. Yield for the turn. Let's yield again. They will use Grist to kill Tomio, slam in. I guess they sacrifice an insect. Yep. Prismatic Ending, that's not a bad draw. That's not a bad draw at all. Now the question is, what do I want to kill? I think I'm just going to fourth and slam Grist down. I could also just play the Planisphere and ending the Halfling. I don't hate that. Then they don't have anything left. That's actually what I'm going to do. Play this. Also plays around days really well. Select. Get rid of that. Done. They do draw, but that's fine. Gonna have to be careful about... I can actually draw this clue token from this clue token with... if I just do it in their turn. And this hero will become very big very quickly. So if they use Grist now to get rid of this hero token, that's fine. Then I can slam down Grist with my fourth. Thoughtseize would be... okay, that's fine. Attack me with everything, sure. Another Planisphere. I'm just going to have to fourth, right? See if they have days. Don't like it, but I have to. I just need to survive. I will win the long game. They'll probably throw an insect in front of Grist. If they do that, it's fine. Because they do have trample, so... what I can do next turn is I can play this Planisphere and then equip another Planisphere on a Human Knight token to make it bigger. Yep, they do block. Boom, Grist to 1. Let's yield through the turn. I think the game is now going to be about, can I get Leovold off the table? Or Grist, for that matter. If I just swords the Leovold, I think we win. They're going to attack with Leovold. That means they have drawn removal. Thunder Traps, not bad. Not bad. I think I'm just going to attack Grist with both of these Human Knights. They can only have one removal spell, and then I have 2 more threats, so I think that's the best thing to do. Let's just slam to Grist. That works. Nice. So now I'm going to play Thunder Trap first. See if we find swords to get rid of Leovold. No, but we do find Flame. So what do I want here? Force, I think, is the best thing to do, because I can draw... yeah, I think I want to go for the long game. And if I just do nothing for a while, they can't attack with Leovold, so I think Force here is the best thing to do, because I'm going to draw a card with this clue token at the end of their turn. And I can equip the Astrologist Planisphere to one of my threats, so I can kill Leovold. This is fine. This is a cool game. These Planispheres are now really doing in the works. And if I wouldn't have had to pitch this Vivi, they could Bowmasters me here, but I have Force. So I think I have to do this. Swords! Excellent! I think we win the game. So do I want a Swords right now? Honestly, don't think so. So I'm just going to equip this on one of these Human Knights. And chill. Yep. Because if I play the other Planisphere next turn, this will become a 3/3. And if they attack with Leovold, I'm just going to double block. Do I want a Swords? I don't think I need to right away, because then they will draw. So I'm going to say fine. Time is in... is on my side. Okay, I think Tameo is what we play. That resolves. Nice. Gonna be an issue for them. So now do I want a Swords? I guess I do. And let's see if this works. If it does, I think we win. It does. Okay. Looking pretty good. Another one. Nice. Let's play this careful here. I think we can only lose this game at this point. So I'm going to now play Thunder Trap because I want to find another Force Will. If I really need to, I could see myself swordsing this creature here to gain some life. Let's get some counter magic. Pyroblast would be good. Swords is... I'm going to take Swords. It's fine. So I'm definitely not going to crack this clue token because I don't want to walk into a Bowmasters, into me forcing and them dazing. That would be awful. Again, just play it safe. I really can't lose here anymore. Unless I screw this up myself. Finally, another land. That's good. Now I'm going to try and flip to Mio, I guess. I can still wait another turn. It's probably safer. I'm going to draw one card here. Or I can just play this. No, I need another blue card. Let's just do this and this. Draw one. They have Bowmasters. I can double swords and have force. So Bowmaster's not going to win. Okay, that's pretty good. So I'm just going to chill now. And both of these games were won because of Back to Basics. Which is good because now I'm able to show you why I love the card so much. Now I will play Flame. I'm going to draw two and kill one of their threats. Because I now have the option to double swords and have force backup if they do have Bowmasters. And I want Tamio to flip. I think this is when the game gets decided here. Okay, that works. Nice. Look at all these counters. Don't think it matters all that much. The Human Knight token would have won the game on its own as well, but still. It's still fun. It kills quickly. And they concede. That was a really, really cool round. Last round, let's go. Quickly adjusted my camera. It was getting a bit dark. Actually, I've been recording for, let's see, almost 2 hours now, so I started when it was still light out. I mean, I'm going to keep this hand. It's the same thing. If they have Wasteland, it sucks, but otherwise this hand is excellent, so I'm going to keep. I'm on the draw, so I'm going to draw 2 extra cards. It has 4s and a lot of stuff going on, so I want to keep this one. Saga, nice. Flame of Anor, really good against Saga decks. All in. Yeah, this is excellent because I don't care about Chalice. I just need to draw a land. If it's not a land, I'm going to ship it. It's a land, so that stays. So next turn, probably just Prismatic ending the Chalice. Looks like we're playing against Initiative again. Make a construct, sure. So next turn I will just want to draw a mountain so I can flame, kill the construct, the other one as well because it's an artifact. But if not, I still have swords. I have a lot of stuff going on, so I'm not unhappy. My guess is that they make another token. Doesn't look like it. That's very interesting. So I may just use swords in that case. We get a Mox Opal. And a Chalice. Do I want to fight over this? I really don't want to, but what if I do not draw another land? So I think I'm going to have to, even though I really don't want to. Because I need to brainstorm to find another land. As a Saga, sure, that's fine. They're all in on the Saga plan. Which does make sense, don't get me wrong. So now I just need to find a wizard so I can cash in this flame at full potential. There's really no reason not to attack for them though. And they do attack, indeed. Not a force, not bad, but I'd rather have a land. Ooh, yikes. That really does suck. Well, nothing I can do about it. I'm going to pitch one flame to that. I'm not going to play Tamio right now, so I'm going to put them like this. And I will swords. My guess is that they attack in response or before damage. They make another one. Man, this flame would be so nuts. Do I want to fight over this? I can swords it, so I guess not. Then again, do they have anything else going on? Yeah, I can't fight over this, unfortunately. I just need to find a volcanic so I can flame and just annihilate them. Might as well just swords right now. Do I want to play Tamio first, though? Don't think so. I just want to find... then again, it's a wizard. Maybe. Yeah, let's play Tamio first. Make another token. Makes sense. Make some artifacts. Get a bauble, sure. Lava Spur Boots. Do I want to fight over that? I really don't want to. Yeah, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna swords the one they target. Because that would get +1/+0, so it's a bit more damage. Okay, why would they attack with that? I can just block it. I mean, it's good that they try. Why not, right? Okay, sure. So let's slam in. Because I'm going to brainstorm. Because this Timio is going to be... Yeah, it's a wizard, but I just can't. I have to brainstorm, and this needs to be what they are going to fire off their stuff to. Okay, so that's not bad. I can at least... I'm going to have to ship away Forceful, unfortunately. I think I'm also going to have to ship away another Flame. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to play him like this. I'm going to fetch up... yeah, I was about to say I'm going to fetch up a mountain. But am I? Because I want to have Thunder Trap. I can also Swords the Construct and then just chill. I hate that. And then play Thunder Trap. Maybe that's better. Yeah, okay. Talking myself into a different line here. Another Planisphere. Not much I can do about it. Now they will use the boots. Sure. Let's see how they attack. Pithing Needle. So will they name Prismatic Feaster? Probably. So I'm just going to fetch right now. Kind of want to have the cards on top, but I can't not fetch because they name Vista. I'm in so much trouble. Pithing Needle, sure. So now they will probably name Clue Token, because they assume that they will kill Tamio here. Oh, they actually do name the Planeswalker, so I guess they just want to kill me. That also makes sense. It's not going to work, but I get why they do it. Okay, so let's get rid of that. Let's see if they have Force. Should have waited until they have -1, -0, but whatever. It's irrelevant. Wasteland. Man, that sucks. That Wasteland too? Jeez, that's rough. Okay, we do draw Volcanic. That's nice. So I think I need to... If I kill one of these, does that help me? So if I play Trainer, it's on blocking duty anyway. I'm going to have to block... That's not entirely true. Like, if they don't have an artifact, I can block this one. But Trainer still dies. It doesn't matter. So I think I'm just going to have to flame the hero token. This one. Then Trainer after. Or I could Trainer now, hope to find swords. But then if they have an artifact, I can't block both of these, so this just kills me, so it's better to just have flame up. Yeah, okay, let's pass. I need to do this in their turn, so they can't equip this sphere to that hero token. I think that's game, right? Because they can actually give it hastes. I think it's going to be strong enough. Let's see. Yeah, so I can kill that one. Yeah, dead. I actually cut Wrath of the Skies from my sideboard before this league to make room for one more Back to Basics. I'm going to add that again. Okay, Back to Basics. Although that Back to Basics is good here as well. Do I want Damping Matrix in this matchup? Don't even think so. I could see myself playing Pyroblasts. Not bad, but Consigned to Memories is probably better. And I think that's going to be it. What do we cut? Spell Pierce. Not looking great. And maybe some number of forces. I guess I like swapping forces for Pyroblast. Pyroblasts do hit the Planispheres. This hand's great, but mana issues. A lot of mana issues are actually this league. This is a keep. Get rid of Ponder. Let's just start with Tamio. You know what this deck really needs, I think, is Lorien Revealed, because you can get Lorien Revealed with Thunder Trap. So I don't really like this play by my opponent, because now that I know that they have Pithing Needle, depending on what the name, I can just adjust. So I'm never going to flip my Tamio now if I don't have to, and I'm just going to draw a card every single turn, now that I know that they have Pithing Needle. So I think it's better for my opponent to actually wait. So let's just slam in here. Play an island, crack a clue for the turn. Saga, sure. Chalice. Yeah, that's fine. This deck does not care all that much about Chalice, so I'm going to look for Flame of Anor. I do have my own Astrologians, that's not bad. Vista, slam in here. Didn't find Flame, which is unfortunate, but okay. Patchwork. Sure. Let's just yield to this. They have their own Planisphere, that's okay. Thunder Trap. I think I want to have that one first. Yeah, let's do that one first. Swords. You might as well just take it. Volcanic. Get planes. Play this. 2 can play that game. Now I just want to find Flame of Anor, really. Best card in this matchup. Now I can actually cast it. Again, after the league, first thing I'm going to do is just add another Volcanic into here. We've already seen 15 cards almost of our deck, so we should statistically draw it soon. Just using through the turn. They make a construct. Thought cast, sure, make it bigger, whatever. It's all irrelevant as long as I do find Flame. Interesting that they didn't get the boots. I think you just want to kill me as soon as possible. But what do I know? They're popping off here with all the baubles and stuff. Sure. Again, I just need to find Flame. I'm not going to block here. No Flame. Okay, so let's draw. There we go. What do I want to do? I think I'm just going to slam in with Tamio. And pass through the turn. Now, we did draw this Flame too late because I could, this turn I could have just killed Hero and Artifact, but now with this having, well, they will have another Artifact, so these will become too big for Flame to hit it. That was my expectation at least. So I'm going to play Snapcaster, do nothing, but it's a blocker. Now I'm probably going to have to Flame, kill Artifacts, and then just draw, I guess. What do we want to? What do we want to block? I want to block this and this. Say okay. Quip, yeah, sure. So let's think. I guess I'm gonna shoot 5. Destroy this artifact. Means I have 1 white. So I can get rid of this. Block these 2. Then not attack with Tamio. Put it on blocking duty. Guess that's what we do. Turn afterwards. Hope to draw land, and then we can snap Flame again. Seems good. So I have to do it in the upkeep. Yeah, I guess. Bit afraid of force negation because if I do it now, it only fails if they have force negation plus blue card, and otherwise they can hardcast it. So I'm actually yeah, I'm gonna do it now. I think, but then Tamio flips. That is bad. Yeah, I don't want Tamio to flip. I'm gonna wait until the upkeep. Upkeep. So destroy, deal 5. This is the artifact. I'm going to kill the flying one. Red, blue, blue. And I have the Fluster Storm. But that would have been irrelevant because they could have been able to cast this off of this as well. Okay. But I can cast... I can actually pay for this one, right? Because they only cost 1 of them. So I should be able to... Because this one gets countered, right? So I'm going to be able to do this. I'm going to pay... Yes. Now their own Chalice counters their Fluster Storm, so it still works. And this is wow. Okay, so actually it was a good choice for me to do this now because this all works. And now I get to block all the creatures that are left with my Tamio. Okay, so nice. Not able to swords. That's a downside, but okay. Now they would just bounce something and it's all for naught. Okay, they equip, sure. As long as you don't have trample. That's fine. Doesn't really matter what I block. They definitely forgot about their own Chalice. That's my guess. Pyroblast 2. So, let's think. I am going to have to, since I did not draw land, I can only swords once. I do not have another white mana. So I could Tamio and play Snap, so block. I can definitely swords one of these. I need to be able to block all these. So I can either go for Ponder, hope to find a white source of mana. If I don't, I lose. I think it's just that easy. I could go for the safe route, which is swords, play Tamio, and Snap. Do nothing else but then block these, but I don't think that's a winning line. I think I'm just going to Ponder. Okay, not bad. Don't think I want another consign. So draw this here, do that. So this one does have ward, right? So that's the one I'm going to have to block. So swords this. We have to worry about another Flusterstorm. If they have Flusterstorm, I'm dead anyway, I think. I could kill the Planisphere, but it doesn't do much. The counters stay on, so I think I'm just going to have to Snap, then swords. Probably in their upkeep, because if they have Flusterstorm, I can't do anything about it anyway. I have 0 open mana, so that's irrelevant. And well, maybe it's better to do this now because they do have Force Negation and they need another blue card, so it's actually better for me to Snap right now. If only I had drawn a land so I could have just snapped into Flame. That would have been great. Okay, so Snap resolves, swords, that one goes. Can't target the other one, that has ward, so let's see if we're able to block this Patchwork one more turn, I could see us stabilizing. We're doing our best. I'm trying my best to navigate through here, but it's difficult. Patchwork. Okay, that's fine. It's just a 1/1. Should be able to survive a couple of turns. Okay, sure. So I have to block here. Nice. Nice. So now what? I think I want to get rid of this. Definitely going to play Tamio. I'm going to cast this one now, so it doesn't get bigger. And then I can block this Brainstorm. Only take 1. Maybe 2 if they have another artifact. Hydroblast. That's unfortunate. Do I want to Brainstorm? No, definitely not. I could draw 1 with the Clue token. Don't hate that. I guess I do that. I could consign the trigger though. Is that... I mean, yeah, I guess. Yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. It's crazy, but I think it's the best thing to do here. Razor thin margins. Planisphere, make a million counters. Yeah, and it was relevant because this means because I consigned, I'm going to go to exactly 1. Which is why I'm going to survive this turn here. This is nuts. Still think we're going to lose, but that's cool. Let's Brainstorm. What's up? I'm going to go to 1, so I think we lose. Fortunately, it's close because I can Flame, but I don't have a Wizard anymore. So otherwise I would have been able to stabilize. Although, no, I can kill Artifact, but they all have Ward, so... yeah, I don't think I have enough mana, right? I need 8 mana. Because of the Ward. Yeah, because I can Flame one of them. I don't have a Wizard. Pay 2, but then I only have 1 sword for this one, and then it has the ward. So okay, wow, okay, what an excellent game. Even though we lost, I really liked this one. It was really fun, but I missed my master removal in this matchup for sure. It wasn't great. So let's summarize. I really didn't see Planisphere and Vivi all that much, even though I really wished I would have seen them more. Would I change anything? Whenever I had the Planispheres, they were great because they just allow you to play the game. I wish I would have been able to see Vivi, like in this game specifically. If I had Vivi, it would have been so big that would have been impossible to kill. Also generated so much mana. So I do want to try out Vivi some more. I will probably go back to playing Jeskai again once, I hope the bans of June 30 bring the format back to a more fair format, and see how Vivi performs there. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed this video so I can make more content, and I hope to see you soon. Bye!